Hey, Brew and Feed here. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, on Lake Erie, the greatest location in the nation. I'm on my way to Market Garden Brewery and the Westside Market, right next to each other. What they have there is, well, at the market is Ohio City pasta. I'm thinking about doing a pairing with one of Market Garden Brewery's lighter IPAs, and because I want to make something with the pasta that's kind of bright and garlicky and light. So let's go see what they got for their pasta selection to pair with one of Market Garden Brewery's beers, a light, kind of brighter IPA that they have at Market Garden Brewery. So let's go see what Market Garden Brewery and the Westside Market's got. Let's see what they're working with. Brew strong and feed well. All right, I'm here in the Ohio City neighborhood of Cleveland, Ohio. The Westside Market is behind me. Unfortunately, or fortunately, they are repairing the legendary tower that's attached to the Westside Market. So we're not gonna get any good shots of that this time. But right next door, right there, is Market Garden Brewery. So you got a farmer's market, meat market, fish market, all kinds of markets in here. One of the largest and the oldest markets in Ohio. And then you got one of the best breweries in Ohio right next door. It doesn't get more brew and feed than this. So let's go check them out and see what they're working with. All right, I'm here in the Westside Market on the inside. This place is beautiful. Look at the ceiling. I mean, they got a little bit of everything in here. Anything you want, whether it's desserts, meats, fish. They got, I forgot what these things are called, like little pepperoni things. They're very popular. I can't zoom in on them though. Oh, they got a coffee. There's a coffee shop over here. A little bit anything you want. You can put together an entire meal for a whole lot of people in this place. But I'm specifically coming here to get pasta from Ohio City Pasta, which is right over here behind me to the left. So I'm gonna go check them out. Yeah, cool place. I love coming here. You come to Cleveland, you gotta come here and get something to take home, something to cook. They got all kinds of stuff. Hot sauce, barbecue sauce, like I said, cheeses, everything. Yeah, it's one of my favorite places to come and geek out over food. All right, I got the pasta. I got saffron, which is what I think I'm going to end up using. I also got some garlic and chive to go with something, maybe cook with something else. So maybe I'll try cooking them both and see what the difference is. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so I changed my mind a little bit. I went ahead and got some rainbow trout instead of using salmon for this dish. I wanted a white fish, something that would not clash with the flavors. I really want the garlic to shine through. I got saffron flavored pasta. I wanted to be able to taste that, so I didn't want the salmon to interfere with that. So I went with the flounder. Also, flounder is one of my favorite fish. So we're gonna pan fry that and see what we can come up with.
All right, I'm here with the dish. It's all done. We got our garlicky pasta with tomatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate that. Put it dead center in the plate. Let's get a bunch of it in there. Fish and pasta, old school style. All right, so we got our fish. I'm sorry. So we got our pasta. We got our trout. This trout, when you cook trout, it's thin. It's a thin fish, and you don't want to cook it too long. So you want to cook it skin side down first. Oh, wait a minute. Before I put the trout in there, wait a minute. I need a napkin. All right, so when you, the first thing I need to do is I'm going to put a little bit of Parmesan cheese over the pasta. Parmesan cheese just goes good with everything. And then I'm going to put my fish. So what I was saying about the fish, for trout, it's very thin. So you want to cook it skin side down first. You want to get the skin nice and crispy. I'm going to do two pieces of this. So I'm just going to lay them across each other here. And then what I'll do is I'll garnish it with a little bit of basil, you know, give it a little color. And that's the dish. Pan-seared trout with garlicky tomato-based pasta. Very delicious. I actually don't even know what this is gonna taste like. But I know I've had all of these individually because I cooked these things separately before, but I've never cooked them together before. So let me give this a taste before I give you my final verdict here. All right, so we got a little pasta. Pasta is savory, a little tangy from the tomatoes. Very garlicky. The basil comes through. Basil gives this perception of sweetness when you taste it. And the fish, for the fish, I use a smoky citrus salt, and I use our gourmet garlic pepper, which is very delicious. So this is good. The fish is very light. Slightly fishy. Kind of sort of like catfish. That's why I like trout, because it's not too fishy, it's not too much like catfish, it's kind of in the middle. It doesn't take over the flavor. You can taste all the seasonings that I put on there, and along with this pasta with that Parmesan cheese on there, a lot of flavor going on here. So the beer I chose to pair with this is Market Garden Hella Mango Session IPA. Number one, I like lighter IPAs lately, and I wanted something with I wanted something balanced to go with this. I wanted something that kind of was a contrast to what I have here, right? I got very garlicky, savory dish with the cheese and the salt and the garlic and everything in it. So I wanted something that's a little more pleasant to balance it out. So I went with a Mango Session IPA. This IPA is not too hoppy, so it's not going to overwhelm the flavor. I don't really need something that's going to wash away or cleanse my palate, because this is not a fatty dish. I use olive oil. It's fish. It's pasta. It's tomatoes. I didn't put a lot of cheese on there, so I don't need something that's going to wash the flavor away. I just need something that's going to complement this. So I went with Hella Mango Session IPA, mildly hoppy, with a lot of mango flavor. Lots of mango on the nose. Very easy drinking. It's got hops in it, so it's a little bitter, but it's just enough to not overwhelm the flavor of the meal, and enough to let me know there's hops in there. It's a little hazy too. I don't know if that was what they were going for. I don't know if this is supposed to be a hazy IPA, but it's probably hazy because it's probably not a filtered beer. A lot of craft beers are not crystal clear because they're not filtered. A lot of craft breweries don't have the equipment to filter stuff. When you filter beer, you strip out a lot of the flavor. Excellent beer. Oh my God, this is a good pairing because, like I said, the beer is not too overwhelming for the flavor, but it's very flavorful, and that it's balanced. And when I say balanced, what I mean is not too hoppy, not too sweet, not too malty. And malty is kind of like a thickness to a beer that gives it a little bit of sweetness and mouthfeel. And if the beer is too malty, it could be too sweet, it's too malty, and overwhelms all the other stuff in the beer that you really want is the hops and the yeast character. But this is well balanced. So I'm going to try to, probably not going to publish this recipe because I have not perfected it. This is my first time making this. But if you ever want to try it, you saw the video, you saw what I did, you can improvise and make it the way you want to make it. Excellent beer pairing. Get a little bit more cheese on there. And that's it. Pan-seared trout with garlicky pasta and garlicky tomato pasta with grated Parmesan cheese. That's it. Brew strong and feed well.